everyone. Welcome to this week's Blonde Intelligence. We have a special guest today. We have hip hop artist out of St. Louis, Farrell. Everybody, welcome him. Hello, Farrell.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Okay,
What's
we're
good?
going to start with you telling us a little bit about yourself.
All right. I'm from St. Louis. I ain't never been nowhere else really outside of St. Louis. This is where I've been living at all my life. I done traveled a few places within the last few months to do some shows. Been to Atlanta. I plan to go to Baltimore. How did I get into music?
Uh huh.
I was really just sitting around with a group of my friends in like the fourth or fifth grade. We was joning on each other,
What's
and
Jonan? What's Jonan?
basically trash talking, just talking bad about each other. We was joning on each other, and I just wrote. I remember writing down all this. I remember writing down this thing, and I was like, "Let me make it like a rap, so I can make it like a diss." And I wrote it on the back of my homework, and I
On the
told
back
them,
of your homework.
yeah, it wasn't the smartest thing I ever did. I sat up there and I was telling them about it. I was rapping it out to them and stuff, and we get off the bus and go into class, and I get in class. She's like, "Where's everybody's homework?" I tell her I didn't do it. Well, I dropped my paper on the floor, and she ends up picking it up, reads it out loud, gives it to my mom. I get detention, and I get a
Did
whooping
you say
because
curse words? Did you say
yeah,
curse words in it?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was very explicit.
Oh, in the fifth grade now. So
Yeah.
that brings me to a question then. Why do you think it's acceptable that people curse and degrade women and say all of these ugly things in rap when rap is supposed to be beautiful? It used to be a form of expression. When did it become an outlet to spew hate and anger?
That's what sells. That's what people want to hear.
Says who?
Says the really it says the what's the correct term for it? That's what the board says. That's what everybody says. I mean, that's what media says.
I'm gonna tell you, I done a review on one song, and the guy sent me the song, and he was like, "I'm gonna make this bitch do this. This bitch gonna do this," and I had to ask him. I said, "You submitted this to a woman." I said, "Are you aware of that?" Because I am a woman that I demand respect, and if you're gonna
Right.
send me some music like that, I don't have to give you a good review for it if I don't like it because you asking for my opinion. And I work with a lot of people in the industry, women and men, and they don't feel like that's what sells. They feel like that's what degrades black people. And the media is setting it up where everybody else thinks that way. So as an individual and doing your art, you have to make sure that what you do is authentic, not because that's just what sells, because there's a movement against that right now. So eventually, that's not going to be what sells.
Yeah. Eventually, I definitely hear you on that. I don't know. I guess ultimately it's just how a person feels. I mean, if I done said some stuff in my songs, 9 times out of 10 I done did it.
I had one artist to tell me that all he wanted to do was be rich like another artist. I said, "How do you know the artist is rich?" He said,
You
"Because
know,
they have money in their videos."
they can make fake money. I got a homie that can do that right now.
Right. So, in the same token, do you think that people are doing this music not because it's authentic and that's the way they feel? They're just doing it because they're trying to get numbers?
Some people, yeah. A lot of people, yeah. I
Okay.
mean,
So tell me,
that's why if you listen to a lot of the people I said, a lot of people that influenced me, like J. Cole and Eminem, Nas, you got Jadakiss, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, all them people. A lot of them people I listen to them because they got something to talk about when they rapping. Versus some people, I mean, yeah, I guess you could be a victim of your situation or whatever you want to call it, but I don't want to hear about, oh, well, Taquana was down getting ran by Daquan and all his homies on the west side, and they decided to get up and go sell a pound of lean or whatever, ounce of lean, and then come back, and then they all of a sudden got cops, they shoot at everybody on the block. I don't want to hear that every time, all the time.
That's a lot of the music that I get is that type of stuff, and it's really coming from people who really have not lived that life.
And that's my point, because I'm like, dang, everybody can't be doing this, because it's a lot of, I watch the news every now and again, but the news, it might have
every
like
now and again, I watch it every day.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. I just think that with hip hop began, I guess you would say, with Black people, and I just feel like that's just another way to, I guess, demonize Black people through music. I mean, because that's not what really goes on. You get a talented musician, they play the piano, they play the guitar, they do all these different things. They can get together with anybody, put something down. To me, that's real music. I mean, and it's good to talk about the things that happen in your life, but sometimes you have to balance things out. It can't always be about the negativity. Everything in your music can't always be about the bad side of things. I mean, because how do you expect for that to sell?
Yeah. And then
how do you think that makes you marketable?
I know one song specifically. I don't think you reviewed me on this song. I think I sent you 2 other songs. I think I sent you Outrageous and I sent you Shameless. I got another song called Dance with the Devil. Mm-hmm. It's basically me explaining stuff that I went through, stuff that I did. And one of the things I talked about was basically I had just got fired from a job. I was living on my own. Well, not living on my own. I was living with my girlfriend at the time. And I think me and her weren't on the best of terms. Things were falling out with that. Me and my girl, like I said, I just lost my job. And I ended up making some decisions and doing some things. And one of the decisions was I robbed somebody. And the person I robbed did happen to be a female, but it wasn't because any hatred towards females or anything like that. She really didn't do nothing to me. It was just basically like shit. It was like when somebody, it's like you just happen to just be that person. You was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay. So how did that influence your music?
Oh, it made me go to jail. It made me sit down and I actually had some time to think. I had nothing but time to think about it, and a lot of people talked to me while I was there, listened to what I was saying, listened to me rap, and they was like, "Why would you waste your time doing this?" And they was like, it was people in there that was looking at and asked me like, what else have you ever done? I'm like, this is the only thing I ever done in my life. And at the time, I didn't even think it was that serious a charge. I'm arguing with the people in jail about whether I made the news or not. And sure as shit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that's serious. It's
serious. I know that now.
But the thing is, learning from your mistakes. If you decided that I'm not gonna do that again, and that's not the life that I'm trying to live, and I'm gonna put all of this energy into this goal right here, then society can forgive you for a mistake. It's not like you just keep going and doing.
No, and that's exactly what I said in the song. In the song, I said that. I said I robbed abroad. I said basically I regret it. I don't want to ever do it again. It wasn't something I even said it wasn't something that I planned to do. Like when I say last minute, I mean literally I just woke up frustrated, tired, was going through so much stuff. And I just broke.
Why you didn't go fishing?
I don't know. I guess because I was in love. Didn't want it to be something else. So then it was just that. I'm the type of person like.
So basically, in jail, you say you got some positive encouragement about pursuing your music career.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
It was almost like heaven sent. I think
Okay.
God couldn't have designed it better himself.
Okay. So tell me about some of the projects that you have going on right now.
Right now I have finished a project called Mental Vacations. That's that's where the song Dance with the Devil is on. It's got seven, well, it'll have 9 songs on it, but it has 7 songs out right now. I want to start another project called Lost in Space.
Okay.
I got to find cover art for both projects still. I just now got a marketing team that wants to basically make the cover art and everything like that for me. So I've been working with them for about, I'd say 3 or 4 days now.
Okay. So how long have you actually been in the music industry?
Actually been in the music industry, I'd say about 3 months.
Seriously?
Seriously, 3 months.
So how
Before
long
that, I would just do my own thing. Like I would record in the basement, or I'd do some stuff like that, and I might put a song on SoundCloud here or there. But it wasn't nothing like where I was going places and doing things. I'll say consistently. Like I might go to Chicago and then I won't do anything with music for for a year or something. Versus now, I've been consistent.
So what made you come to the transition of doing it for a hobby and then becoming a professional?
What made me go to the transition of it was I just figured I ain't got nothing to lose.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's really what I want to do. And I was like, well, I can't find out if I'm good at something unless I actually do it. You can't try to do it. You just got to do it. And if you're good at it, you're good at it. If you're not, you're not.
Okay.
My mom's dad passed away the same day I was born.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because my granny still look at me and she says I look just like him. She's like, you look just like Hubert. You look just like his pretty hoe ass. I be looking like that thing.
So you do think it's a connection with that? I mean, I just think differently about a lot of things. Like, I think fallen stars are souls coming back to Earth because scientists tell us what stars are, but they can't make them. They can't touch them. So how do we know?
That's kind of how I look at a lot of stuff. That's what I feel like even with the center of the Earth. I'm like, well, we ain't never been down to the center of the Earth, and I'm pretty sure we ain't got no cameras that can look through lava. So,
right.
How you know? I think the furthest we went down, I think it was like 100 miles or something like that. I remember looking it up to like kind of know for myself, and I remember they said that
even the ocean is too deep for them to explore.
Yep.
I mean, so there's a lot of unknowns, and a lot of it is they're giving us their best estimated guess.
And that's what I feel about it, because I'm like, it ain't no way for you to know. It could be the Loch Ness Monster might really be in the ocean.
Possibly.
Like, we just don't know.
I thank you for coming again. Of course, I'm going to have to do some more editing, but I think it was a pretty good interview, and I'm glad that your mom came.